invoke the name of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritual activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the class this morning?
हरे कृष्ण वर्धना माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण ब्यूटीफुल पिक्चर माता जी
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi from Canada.
Hare Krishna Aditi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Arvind Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, all Guru Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Nala.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all the assembled devotees. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna Sushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from Texas.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Vrinda.
Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to assembled devotees. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vardhana Hare Krishna Vardhana Mataji, this is Baba Kamalika Dasi from Baltimore. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj and all the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Kamatiki Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Vardhana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shakti Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shyam Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhadanadit Sukhakar Krishnadas from Chennai, all goes to Prabhupada, all goes to all the Guru Maharajas, all goes to everybody in Bhakti Sangha. Thank you very much for allowing me to join your Sangha.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakar Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanwas Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Is anybody else would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam. You and everyone on the call. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This is Manisha from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Manisha Mataji, Dhanwas Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Mataji, we will do the by then.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
And start the recording.
Yes, Mataji. Welcoming all of you to the Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Adhokshaja Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji is going to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto 9th chapter 51 verse. Before diving to the call, I will hand out the call to Sureshwar Shyam Prabhuji to give brief introduction of Prabhuji. Prabhuji, please take over the call, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Here is a brief introduction about Prabhuji. His Grace Adhokshaja Krishna Prabhuji came in touch with Bhagavad Gita and ISKCON in 2013. He earned a BTech in Electronics and Communication. Prabhuji served as a hardware engineer in the Indian Navy from 2014 to 2017. Prabhuji was initiated in 2017 by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Adhokshaja Krishna Prabhu is currently working independently and trying to understand Srila Prabhupada's books. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Back to you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Shall we continue chanting, Mataji, until Prabhuji comes back?
Mataji, Prabhuji is here.
Prabhuji already come.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then
Hare
goes to
Hare
Srila
Krishna
Prabhupada.
Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll hand out the call to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, and thank you to Shama Gauri Mataji for giving me another opportunity to speak something for my own purification. Although it is because of our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he has made the system of morning Bhagavatam compulsory in every center and every temple, and recommended the same for every Grihastha devotee also, so that every house becomes a temple. So, although we are not at all qualified, but just because the system has been set by the Acharya and obeying his order, devotees are holding Bhagavatam classes and sharing realization. And I don't have any realization, so still Mataji very mercifully gives me opportunity again and again. So I'm greatly thankful to her, and thanks to all the devotees who are present here today. Please bless me so that whatever we discuss today from Srila Prabhupada's purport, that I may be able to apply in my life with full conviction. Hare Krishna. So let's begin the today's session. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 9, text number 51. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Mataji, if you don't mind, I can share the screen. Thank you.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Canto 6, Chapter 9, Text 51. Maghavan yat bhadram go dadhyancham rishi sattamam vidyavrata tapahasaram gatram yachatamachiram. Maghavan yat bhadram go dadhyancham rishi sattamam vidyavrata tapahasaram gatram yachatamachiram. Maghavan yat bhadram go dadhyancham rishi sattamam vidyavrata tapahasaram gatram yachatamachiram. Anyone would like to recite the word? Okay.
Magavanyat Badram Vo Dadyan
Bhagavanyata Vatratam Yo Satyam Charisi Satyatam Vidyavrata Tapasatram Gatram Yachita Machiram Tadatram Prabhuji.
Magavanyat Badram Vo Dadyancham Rishitattamam Vidyavrita Tapassaram Gatram Yachatamachiram. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Synonyms, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Synonyms: Maghavan, O Indra, Yata, go, Bhadram, good fortune, Vah, to all of you, Dadhyancham, to Dadhyancha, Rishi Sattamam, the most exalted saintly person, Vidya, of education, Vrata, vow, Tapaha, and austerities, Saram, the essence, Gatram, his body, Yachata, ask for, Machiram, without delay. Translation: O Maghavan, Indra, all good fortune unto you. I advise you to approach the exalted saint Dadhyancha, Dadhichi. He has become very accomplished in knowledge, vows, and austerities, and his body is very strong. Go ask him for his body without delay. Purport: everyone in this material world, from Lord Brahma down to the ant, is eager to keep his body comfortable. A pure devotee may also be comfortable, but he is not eager for such a benediction. Since Maghavan, the king of heaven, still aspired for a comfortable bodily situation, Lord Vishnu advised him to ask Dadhyancha for his body, which was very strong due to his knowledge, vows, and austerity. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuttapad Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakhanvitamscha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratshe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tum karoti vachalam pangum langhati khatam hum Parman. So the current chapter is demigods. They are praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead for seeking protection from this demon Vritrasura. In previous verses, we heard that demigods, they realize, they know that people who are not at all interested in worldly things, they are considered they are actual realized persons. And those who are not so interested in ultimate goal of life, they are called kripanas. And they also pray to the Lord in a way that there is nothing impossible for Lord, then removing this demon is not such a big job. So they request Lord to take another incarnation if Lord so desires. So we see that this is an example, and later when we hear more about the qualities of Vritrasur, this section is very amazing because apparently there is a demon and a demigod. And Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita that the two kinds of people are always there, Daiva Asura Evacha. And he explains the qualities of demigods in first 3 verses of 16th chapter. And then throughout the chapter, he talks about demoniac quality. Here in this section, we see that there is a demon and there is a demigod named Indra. But yet later we will see that the demon actually appeared to be a pure devotee of Lord. And the demigod, Indra, although he is a devotee, but because of being mixed devotee, he could not get the highest result or highest benediction from Supreme Personality of God. So again and again we see in Srimad Bhagavatam that whenever demigods, they are in trouble, and material world, although Supreme Personality of Godhead is engaged in his eternal pastime, and this material world is yet one of his pastimes, still he does not want any of us to stay here. Creation is one of Lord's pastime. Once one girl asked Srila Prabhupada, obviously Mataji, so she asked Prabhupada that why Krishna created this material world. So various places Prabhupada gave various answers whenever because this is the natural question. When the moment we start seeking higher truth other than eating, sleeping, mating, defending, naturally the question comes, why this world exists? Why am I here? What is the purpose of life? These questions are natural. So Prabhupada gave various answers. So in a particular lecture, this is some festival lecture we recently heard in our temple. I think this is Radha Ashtami's lecture or some. So in question answer session, the girl asked me why Krishna created this world. So Prabhupada said that is his pastime. Why are you interested? And he gives very crude example. Krishna is complete. So Krishna is calling us to his eternal abode, which is always full of bliss. Why are we interested in Krishna's tool? This material world is compared to that. So the girl could not understand. And Prabhupada said, you are a beautiful girl. But does that mean that your stool and urine is also beautiful? So these are pure devotees. They don't feel obnoxious by giving such examples because they know this material world is like that. We don't get that feeling, even though we hear it a lot. But depending upon our advancement in Krishna consciousness, the feelings vary person to person, how much we are distasteful of this material world. But pure devotees of Lord, because they are always in that consciousness, so for them this entire material world, even Brahmaloka, appears insignificant. What to speak of Brahmaloka, even Brahma Jyoti, impersonal Brahman, that they call as Narkayate, Kaivalyam Narkaya. So devotees, they don't want anything less than pure devotional service of the Lord. And pure devotional service means where a person engages his mind, body, and activities completely for the service of Lord. That is called pure devotional service. Anyone can perform pure devotional. It's not that unless I become a pure devotee, I'll not be able to perform pure devotional service. If I'm just obeying the instructions of my spiritual master, and even though desires may be there in the core of our heart, and definitely lots of desires are there. Some we know, some we don't even know. The NOD, Nectar of Devotion, first chapter explains that sinful tendencies, they have 4 layers, 4 stages. Prarabdha, aprarabdha, kutam, bijam, phalonmukham. Prarabdha, aprarabdha. There are various layers. Some we are suffering presently or enjoying, that is called prarabdha. That which is about to come is called aprarabdha. And there are some which are lying as seeds, bijam. So that means desires are there. The moment they get water, means seed may be there in the soil, but if you don't water, it will not grow into a plant. Similarly, desires are there inside the subconscious mind, or we don't even know. Mind and heart different. But point is, desires are there. And the moment we get environment, we get time and opportunity, that desire takes a form. And deep rooted than that is kutam. The tendencies, the desires which can take form of seeds, and then later it will fructify. So we ourselves don't know, from time immemorial we are in this material world, how many desires we are storing in our heart. So it is very difficult for a conditioned soul to purify himself. But does that mean that he can never perform pure devotional service? And unless we become pure, if we say that, then it will take so much time. There are so many desires. But our Acharya, Sri Rupa Goswami, he has just given a definition, simple definition. Pure devotional service means where we engage our manasa, vacha, karmana completely in the service of Lord. So someone who is engaged in service of Lord with his mind, body, and mind, words, and action, even though he is in this world, he is still considered to be in the spiritual world. Iha yasya hare dasya karmana manasa gira nikhilasu api avasthasu jivan muktah sa uchyate. Nikhila, this world is called Nikhila. Even though he is situated in nikhilasu avasthasu, if he is karmana manasa gira, if he is engaged in service of Lord, he is called jivan muktah sa uchyate. And this cannot happen unless one has knowledge, unless one strictly, with strict discipline, follows what has been told, and that is a kind of vow. And definitely mind gives lots of challenges, mind gives lots of options, so one has to say no to it. I was liking so many things before coming to bhakti. Now I have to say no to all of that by engaging myself in higher activities, better things. That is called austerity. And exactly that is what being spoken in today's words by Supreme Lord, that demigods, although they are empowered representatives of Supreme Lord, this material world, it is not Krishna's desire to keep us here, but somehow we have come here, so now he has made an entire system. Okay, don't fight among each other. I have made rules here. As you follow rules and regulations, Accordingly, you will get facility. But the goal is not to follow the rules and regulation and enjoy the facilities of this material world because everything is temporary here. But still, because government has to run, proper management has to be there. So Krishna has employed various living entities at various posts based on their karma. So for running the management of this universe, Krishna always takes different incarnations. Lord Vishnu always takes incarnation to protect demigods. Whenever the system is disturbed, he comes and gives the solution or settles the thing. Now here again, the situation is like that. But in this case, the demon is actually a pure devotee. So we'll later hear what he'll get. So how Lord has planned for everyone. Externally, it is appearing that he is giving solution to demigod. He is favoring Indra by telling him that you get Vajra from Maharshi Dadichi's bone. But we will see that actually Lord has protected his devotee, taken him back. So demigods, Krishna takes incarnation. Indra Arivyakulam Loke Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. He always comes whenever Indra's enemies, disturb him. He comes, kills the demons, and protects Indra because he likes these demigods. They are managing the universe, but they are mixed devotees. So our great Acharya Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he writes in his commentary as if Lord is saying, okay, you want bodily pleasure, you are so much after bodily pleasure that if you don't get material object, you will die. You will die. Like there are some stubborn kids, parents don't want to give something which is harmful for them, but what can they do? The child starts beating his head, the child starts beating the ground, and forcefully or reluctantly, without any blessing, parents have to give, okay, live. And then later child realizes that this was not for my good. The Lord is also as if saying, okay, you will die because of not having material objects for bodily pleasure. Then listen to the method I will teach. There is someone who will not die, who is ready to die for me. My devotees, they are ready to die for me. So go and ask Maharshi Dadichi. And because of being situated in knowledge, vows and austerity, his body has become very strong. So you go and ask him his body. He will give you. It is a kind of insult for demigods. And they should realize this. And they must have realized it also. And Indra also, when he kills Vritrasur, later we will see that he actually feels very sorry. But what to do? Sometimes it happens to us also. We know that this is not wrong, this is wrong, or this is not the best what I am doing. Pure devotional service, we have read what it is, what I'm supposed to do, we know. But sometimes we give in to our lower tendencies, and then we try to justify, oh, what can be done? Maya is so strong, my determination is so weak, I don't have desire, I don't have association. So it is just our stubbornness, nothing else. We can be what do you say? You can say this is false humility. We may keep on displaying false humility, but this does not attract Krishna. Real humility, Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita that there are 18 items of knowledge Krishna gives in 13th chapter, verse number 8 till 12. In these 5 verses, he talks about various pieces of knowledge. And the first thing is amanitvam. Amanitvam. Amanitvam means one should not think anything of himself. Humility. Humility means I am nothing. But this does not mean that, this is not synonymous with inferiority complex. Humility means, Prabhupada writes in the purport, one should not be anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored by others. One should not be hankering after this material deception, honor, dishonor. At various places, Prabhupada gives example of, defines humility. At one place, he says humility means I should not disturb someone else. I should not be a cause of anxiety for someone. That is also humility. And humility means, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what is actual humility? Anyone knows this word? This verse, my Guru Maharaj says, one should wrap around the neck like a country. Unless one follows this, one will not be able to chant in proper mood. I'm sure everyone is able to read.
Trinad.
Yeah. Trinad
Api
Saishuna. Let's analyze this word. I had a great fortune to hear the very hidden meaning of this word from His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Bhagavatam Maharaj in his Japashraya course. So I would like to share that with all of you, and probably some of you may be knowing this. So what it means, humbler than a blade of grass. So humbler than blade of grass, when we trample the blade of grass, Maharaj explained that when we trample the blade of grass, it bends, नीचे झुक जाता है. But when the person walks away, it again comes back to its original position. Wow. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not say Trinad api. He uses the word api. He does not say humbler like blade of grass. He says more humble than blade of grass. So that means grass is trampled, it is bending down, but it is waiting for the time. Okay, you remove your feet, I'll again come back. So we may be showing humility, false humility, but when the situation comes, we again show our original nature. So that's not real humility. Or we may be calling ourselves weak, or we all are weak, no doubt. I am very weak in my practice. But that does not mean that I engage in sense gratification and then later display this false humility. Oh, what can I do? Maya is so strong. Then this kind of devotee never grows in bhakti. So Maharaj explained that what does it mean? It means that when you are being insulted or when something is not happening as per your desires, like even in devotional field, when you are serving with devotees, you want to do best, and sometimes situations are like that, or devotees, some fellow devotees, or maybe any reason, due to any reason, what you want to do is not possible. Or if someone insults you when you are not wrong also, at that point of time, if you can take out your beads and chant Hare Krishna, that is called real humility. If you can take shelter of holy name, okay, no problem. Krishna is controller, no. We always preach that we are not the doer, Krishna is doer. Suppose you go for doing some seva and you have been stopped. No, Prabhu, you are not allowed. You cannot do this. And then we immediately will start, devotee like me, will start cursing that devotee. Oh, he's stopping me from serving. He's envious of me. He is this, he is that. So many things. But at that moment, I failed to apply the philosophy that Krishna is the doer. If he sanctions, who can stop? And if he does not sanction, who can allow? So if I can apply that philosophy at that very instant, when I am in that situation, and still be happy, okay, no problem. There are many ways to serve Krishna. If this way I could not serve, someone is stopping me, no problem. There are many other ways. Or if there is nothing available, who is taking away my beads from me? My Guru Maharaj gave me my beads. I can always chant Hare Krishna, and that is the highest service. 99% of our advancement depends on chanting. So if in all walks of our life, whatever situation we are in, if we can see, and obviously this is a practice and I am just talking, I'm just sharing what I'm listening from seniors and great devotees, but very far from applying all this in my life. But if we can apply this, then certainly we are displaying this aspect of this humility, and Krishna is attracted by it. So there is difference between fake humility and real humility. So when Krishna says knowledge, demigods, they prayed to Lord, and in previous verses we saw that what kind of prayers they offered. They know the Supreme Tattva. They know what Lord is capable of, how he takes different incarnations. Yet they don't desire to get out of this material. So, but Lord's devotee, and Lord is very happy with such devotees who are always ready to sacrifice themselves for the benefit of the world. Maharshi Dadichi is one such example. And why is he strong? Why is he strong? Krishna, Lord told them, because he is accomplished in knowledge, vows, and austerities. Indirectly, he is telling this demigod, because you are not situated in knowledge, vows, and austerities. That's why you are weak. That's why you cannot kill this demon. If you were situated in austerity, if you were situated in vow and knowledge, then this situation would not have arisen, or you could have dealt with such demon. So, but still, despite all this, they go and ask. I mean, at this point of time also, they could have realized, okay, I am not the best. Indra could have realized, I am not the pure devotee. And Maharshi Dadichi is such advanced person that he is ready to, Lord knows that he will give up his life for protecting demigod. Why am I not like that? So that I attract his attention, Lord's attention. It does not happen. It does not happen. So how does it happen? Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead will personally come and tell us to do something. We may still say no to it. We should not think that I am not like that. If Krishna comes and tells me something personally, I'll immediately give up everything. I am one such crooked fellow that even if Supreme Lord comes and tells me, okay, give this up, I have something for you, I have best thing for you, we will still not do it. So whenever such incidents are described in Srimad Bhagavatam, we should immediately put ourselves there. Oh, I am also like that. But there are pure devotees who are mentioned in Bhagavatam. I should aspire to become. On our own, we may be having knowledge. Like these demigods, they have so much knowledge. I mean, so what kind of knowledge Krishna is saying? Demigods recited these prayers. Previously also we saw. And again we'll see in coming canto. 8th canto is coming. Very near. Samudra Manthan, the churning of ocean will come. Again demigods pray to Supreme Lord. We saw in 4th canto when Supreme Lord appeared in sacrificial arena of Daksha. There also demigods prayed. So many places. We see in 10th canto, Lord is in the womb of Mother Devaki. There demigods are praying. We can just take out these prayers of demigods from Bhagavatam. And we see all philosophy, everything, all details of all aspects of absolute truth has been covered in these prayers. Yet they are not considered pure. So by Shastric knowledge, by going through lots of scriptures or knowing all this does not solve. I mean, does not guarantee that will become pure devotee. Then what guarantee? What guarantee? Bhakta, Bhakti and Bhagavan. So only a devotee can give devotion to the Lord. Chaitanya Charitamrita describes that unless a sadhu gives his causeless mercy to someone, one will not be able to understand God. Prabhupada was very fond of this one verse which he would quote several times, and I'm sure you all must have heard this previously. Nayam atma pravachinena labhyo na medhyana bahuna sutena. Yam evesha vrinate tena labhyas. Tasya esha atma vivrunate tanum swam. This is from Mundak Upanishad. Nayam atma pravachinena labhyo. One does not realize self by pravachinen. Big pravachan. Big pravachan means very fluent speech, very great, good classes. One who is giving big pravachan, he cannot realize that. Na medhaya, by high intelligence. Na bahuna shutena, and he has read so many scriptures, Shruti Shastra. No, by all this, one cannot realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One cannot realize the self. Then who can realize? Yam eva esha, vrinute tena labhyas. Tena labhyas, the word is this unto one who is chosen by Supreme Lord. Yam evaisha vrinute tena labhyas. One who is selected, chosen by Supreme Lord, such a person, Atma Vivrunate Tanum Swam, automatically. One who is chosen by Lord, the knowledge is revealed in his heart. Now the question comes, whom does Lord choose? And if it depends on his selection, then why is he not choosing everyone? Isn't he partial? On what basis does he choose? The Lord is not partial. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshu sina priya. He is equal to everyone. Based on, he has a simple formula. Krishna's math is so simple. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam prativa bhajam. So he chooses one who displays the eagerness. Tatra laulyam api ekamulyam. Rupa Goswami explains. Eagerness. One who shows that greed for chanting, greed for serving. One who is always greedy. Like a greedy person is opportunist. He always tries to find out what is in it for me, how I can gain something out of this situation. Similarly, a devotee is so greedy that he's always hankering for, okay, now how can I make best use of this time? More devotee association, more kirtan, more seva, more prasad. So like that, he's always greedy. To such greedy fellows, Krishna says, okay, I'll give you something highest. That is myself. He chooses such person. So we have to show, but it is not because of our effort. It is not that because I was so greedy for Supreme Lord, he came. No. He is independent. He can give his mercy to anyone. So that we should never forget. But one who is under the shelter of Krishna's pure devotee and very eagerly, sincerely serving, Krishna automatically gives his blessings, everything to that devotee. Someone who is, this is also explained in, I'm not able to remember the shloka, but Lord himself says that one who is serving him may come to him or may not come to him. There is doubt. But one who is serving his pure devotee, he will definitely come to him. So actual knowledge means when we understand that Krishna is controller of everything, he is enjoyer of everything, everything is under his control. Prabhupada says this in one beautiful line in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Knowledge means three things, MSC, matter, spirit and controller. This entire world, there are different matter elements, 8 kinds of matter, and I am the spirit soul, but both are controlled by Krishna. Matter, spirit and controller. I am not the controller, he is controller. If he is controller, let me control him. Let me not try to obstruct his, which I cannot do. I am not at all able to control anything. So I'll just delay his mercy if I do that. So let me just surrender to his will and let him control the situation. Let him take the charge of my life as he took the charge of Arjuna's chariot. That is real knowledge. That is real humility. The one who is situated in such knowledge, he is actually favored by Supreme Lord. Vows, what kind of vows? In this verse it is being said, knowledge, vows and austerity. So we hear this several times. Prabhupada has explained in various purports. There are various vows people take. People take vows of Chaturmasya. People take vow of going to Himalayas. People take vow of living on just one kind of food item. Different times, different vows. But what is the highest vow? For us, for devotees of ISKCON, the vow to be followed is what we have taken at the time of initiation. At the time of initiation, we take these 4 vows, following 4 regulative principles strictly. So one should try to come to the highest standard as soon as possible of following these 4 regulative principles, and that is the real vow. And one should take vow that I'll attend Mangala Aarti every day, I'll read Srimad Bhagavatam every day, I'll come in devotee association. And this is also a vow that I will not eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. I will not cheat myself by bringing something cooked from the shop and offering it to Krishna. Jain restaurant does not work. We can't go to Jain restaurant and buy something and offer to Krishna and eat. So we may be cheating ourselves. So there are many things in that. So for us, vow means simple. Whatever our Acharya has given and the vows we took at the time of initiation. We can just follow that without any duplicity. That is our success. And austerity, what kind of austerity we have to perform? On austerity, so much is being spoken in Srimad Bhagavatam. Austerity means, Prabhupada explains, austerity means to accept voluntarily things which may not be very comfortable for the body, but it is conducive for spiritual growth. Simple example Prabhupada gives. A mother is ready to cook in the kitchen in the hot summer, and someone who is very fixed up in his sadhana, he will not hesitate to take bath early in the morning, even in the month of January. In India, month of January is very cold. I am sure many places in US, snowfall happens. So there are more colder places. But devotees, they don't hesitate. This is our austerity. It is not very comfortable for the body, but it is good for spiritual realization. So that austerity also is at various levels. Austerity of mind, austerity of body, austerity of speech, and that is explained in Bhagavad Gita. We all know the verses, 3 popular verses in 17th chapter. So that we can follow. In simple terms, whatever our Acharya has prescribed, we just have to follow that. If we do more than that, then it will make us proud. It gives way to the pride, which is again detrimental for our advancement. And if we don't do it, if we do less than that, then we become lethargic. We don't become very firm, fixed up. We don't get determination to chant our rounds attentively. So and then many things follow, which is not wanted in bhakti. So for us, this is knowledge. Knowledge for us is this knowledge, pure knowledge given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we can apply our intelligence to analyze each and every case. Bhagavatam is just case study of so many devotees and so many mixed devotees. We can just take lessons from these personalities, that what I should do, what I should not do, what kind of bhakti I should perform so that I can attract Supreme Lord's attention, what kind of vows I should take, and what austerity I have to perform. So anyone who performs, who imbibes these three things in his life, knowledge, vow, and austerity, he becomes very strong. And what is that strength? Being strong means we can resist the temptations of Maya. That is called spiritual strength. We please Supreme Lord, we get the mercy of Lord Balaram. That is the real Bala, real strength. And by the spiritual strength, we can defeat any temptation. We can come out of any situation which is not favorable for bhakti. And we can follow or we can perform any activity which will be favorable for our bhakti. Most of the time, because we lack the determination, we are not able to come in association, we are not able to do vratas, we are not able to chant our rounds attentively, we don't do services with proper attitude. This is all lack of determination, and that comes because we are not. So everything in bhakti is interrelated. If I do my sadhana, morning sadhana very sincerely, then my determination increases. With that increased determination, my service quality will increase. If I serve nicely, next day my again sadhana will be good. So this is all interlinked. So by this, we also become very dear to Supreme Lord, and we can hope that one day he'll choose us also, and then we will realize him, we'll realize the self. So with this, I would like to stop. Thank you very much. If there are any corrections, any suggestions, any comments, please feel free to speak.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for a wonderful class, Prabhu. Very valuable points you have made, Prabhuji. Thank you. If anybody have any questions or realization, please unmute yourself and go ahead. Nita Charan Prabhu, please go ahead,
Thank
Prabhu.
Sometimes.
We are not able to hear.
Okay. Are you
Sorry.
here? Okay. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
So we hear sometimes that nice devotees, good devotee. So what's the difference? Difference क्या है इन दोनों में?
Difference between nice devotee and good devotee?
हाँ.
Same, I think same. Nice devotee. When does one become nice? When he is following things sincerely. Good devotee, same thing. I think it is same. If any other devotee would like to shed light on this.
Prabhu, I have got one more question. Can I ask?
Yeah.
The it's like Swabhava and Swarupa. The Swabhava and Swarupa. Can you enlighten on us, Prabhuji?
Swabhava and Swarupa.
Huh.
So Swabhav, in our conditioned state, when I'm right now in this material body, so based on my previous karma, previous samskaras, I have acquired a particular guna, a particular Swabhava, or temperament, nature, where I like to do certain things, I don't like to do certain. My inclination is to more either Brahmanical or Kshatriya or Vaishya or Shudra type. So that is called Swabhava. Even great sages, they also act according to their Swabhava. Swabhava is acquired by modes of nature. And Swarupa means my original form, when after liberation, my position in spiritual world, the form I have in spiritual world, that is my Swarupa. So in material world, I don't know, I have not realized my Swarupa, what I am in spiritual world. But I know that whatever I may be, in any rasa, I have to serve Krishna. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Jiva Swarupa Krishna Nityada. So I'm servant of Krishna. That is my Swarupa. Even though I have not realized it, but then I can act on that platform. I can always serve Krishna and his devotees and that way I will be situated in my Swarupa, even though I am conditioned right now, I have not realized it. And that service can be as per Swabhava, my inclination. It will not be all the time. Like in ancient times, students, they would study in Gurukul. So Guru's job was to identify the inclination of a particular student. Doesn't matter what his parentage is. If he is born in Kshatriya family, but he is displaying the symptoms of a Brahmana, so Guru gives him training of becoming a Brahmana. So that is Swabhava, which is acquired through modes of nature. Good thing about Bhakti is that we can engage our Swabhava in serving Krishna. Someone has nature of his Swabhava is like that, that he likes to interact more and more to people. He can't just sit alone. He likes to talk. That is his Swabhava. Okay, preach, go out, distribute books, meet new people. Someone's Swabhava is that he's not so, he likes to stay alone, he likes to do services. So then there are several such options. He can engage in deity worship, he can do something technical thing where he doesn't have to interact with many people. So just few examples I give. I hope this gave you some clarification.
Prabhuji, he said that by chanting the holy names, is this the enough that revealed our, so by chanting is enough, we don't need to take any other. So everything will be like this? Or so because we also take the second initiation. So by chanting is enough, or is it necessary?
Yeah, chanting is enough. In fact, Shastra says that this is by no means diminishing the value of initiation, but chanting is so glorious that even if one did not get initiation, he can go back to Godhead. But this is very sensitive statement, and one should not use this statement for supporting his whimsical nature or or to display lack of surrender. One who is surrendered, he takes initiation also. So Shastra speaks initiation is also must. But then for everything there is internal meaning, there is external meaning. So definitely by chanting alone one can go back to Godhead. But then why do we take initiation? Because that is surrender. Prabhupada has said that system. When we get Guru, we must take initiation.
But
And if our teacher,
so how can I choose Guru? Because we are not that kind of
we
that
don't choose Guru. We don't choose Guru. Guru is sent by Krishna. Guru is sent by Krishna. We can just flow with the events which is happening in our life. I mean, spiritual events. I'm hearing my own sound. For example, like I came in touch with devotees, and none of us chose to come in a particular association that I want to go to this temple or I wanted to do this. It is just happening. You see, if we analyze our own life, since the day we have come in ISKCON, we see that Krishna is arranging everything. Somehow I came in touch with Prabhupada's book or with devotees, and then I started attending classes or started hearing lectures or started visiting temples. Now, then I came in this devotee association. Now I have good community. I'm in a good devotee community. And then many great devotees, senior devotees, they come to give classes. Then I hear about their glories. To a particular person, I feel more drawn to. So then I hear the importance of initiation also. So all this we see that it is arranged by Krishna in our life. We are not choosing. How many of us actually chose that I will go to this ISKCON temple. In future, I will become a ISKCON devotee, and I'll be in this temple, and I'll take initiation from this guru. No, things are just happening. Just our sincere desire, genuine desire that I want to know Krishna. I want to do bhakti. Krishna is arranging everything. Right? So we can see that if everything till now has happened by Krishna's arrangement, so Guru will also come by Krishna's arrangement.
So we
So there
just
are
need
many
to be.
gurus. Yeah.
Sorry.
Just be
Sorry.
open. Just be open.
So just be wait for the time to manifest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are in a particular devotee community. Many you must be getting opportunities to hear from many gurus in ISKCON, many Maharajas, and devotees feel ki, okay, I can. All gurus are same. All gurus are same because each guru in ISKCON is our link to Srila Prabhupada. Our connection to Srila Prabhupada is already there. Prabhupada is the foremost preeminent Shiksha Guru of ISKCON. But then, because Prabhupada himself has given this Shiksha that every one of you become Guru. My disciples will become Guru. So I respect that. And then one of his disciples, and all disciples of Prabhupada, and the great disciples of Prabhupada, coming generation also, all of our job is to connect everyone to Srila Prabhupada. So gurus in ISKCON, what they are saying, they are not giving us something new instruction. They are saying, read Prabhupada's book. They are saying, distribute Prabhupada's book. No guru in ISKCON is saying, distribute my books or hear only my lecture. And I am your guru. Earlier you were listening to Prabhupada, now you listen to me. No guru speaks like that. So they are all saying the same thing. But still, you will get various opportunities to meet different gurus, and to a particular person you will feel that, okay, I can take initiation from him. I would like to take initiation from him. Then a devotee starts knowing more about that particular guru, hear about his glories, and hear more of his lecture. Gradually a sentiment is developed, and then you can contact your authority, the particular devotee community you are in right now, and how to approach, how to go for initiation, and they will help you with that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm taking so much of your time. Sorry, the devotees,
No,
forgive me. Shama chahti hu main.
Hare Krishna.
Nitai Narshim Prabhuji, please unmute yourself and go ahead with your question. We are not able to hear you, Prabhu. Does anybody have any questions or realizations?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna.
much, Prabhuji. Very, very beautiful class. It's very difficult for us to, put us in that situation and where the Dichi Rishi was there. It's so difficult, how can we give our own body? And when we, even the small services, we make so many excuses. So it's so difficult to do the service as Krishna wants. But we should think about that, always think about that we should do service more, sincerely.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, Mataji. Prabhuji, in chat, Vrunda Gupta Mataji paying obeisances to you, and she was so appreciative for your class, Prabhuji. Very nectarian class. The chat, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
My humble obeisance to her, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Thanks for your kind words. So, Mataji, then shall we end here?
Nitya Narsim Prabhuji, do you still have your question, Prabhu? Please unmute yourself and please go ahead, Prabhu. We are not able to hear you.
Prabhuji, you can type in chat box.
Okay, so his
Kindly,
question has come in the chat box. Kindly
yes.
elaborate on buying and offering food to Krishna. So I don't have to elaborate much on this. Buying food and offering to Krishna means best thing is to buy vegetables, grains, cook for Krishna, and then offer to him. We should not offer to Krishna cooked by non-devotees or restaurant food. The devotees don't eat in restaurants. But then obviously there are emergency exceptions. The exceptions are never generalized. So these exceptions vary case to case depending upon where devotee is situated. Somebody may be in army and he's posted in Leh Ladakh in hilly area, snowy region. We cannot expect from that devotee to cook for Krishna, buy things for Krishna and then offer and eat. So then there are things which he can do. So this depends from case to case. But the ideal thing is to buy fruits, vegetables, grains from market, uncooked items, and cook for Krishna, and then offer to him, and then partake of the remnant.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for a wonderful answer. If nobody have any questions, can we end the call here? Tips for better chanting at 99% marks for chanting, Prabhu.
Tips for better chanting. Yeah, I'm also trying to chant better. But I'll tell you what I heard from my Guru Maharaj. So when you sit for chanting, just chant. Don't do anything else. Keep your mobile phone away. It's like one pointed attention. When I'm eating, my Guru Maharaj often says, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj often says, when you are eating, you don't like to be disturbed. When you are eating and someone comes, Prabhu, I want to talk. Please don't disturb me right now. I'm busy. So just like when we are eating, we don't like to be disturbed. Similarly, when we are chanting, we should not disturb ourselves. And we should keep away our mobile unless and until you are in a situation where you can't give up mobile phone. You are in a managerial post or some high services you are doing where mobile is compulsory 24 hours. That is another thing. But during chanting, we can, even though we can assume that Krishna is listening. Krishna is listening. How do we know whether Krishna is listening or not? We can just assume it, that Krishna is listening. So we can just imagine that Krishna is listening. Should I be inattentive or can I afford to sleep while chanting? Can I afford to be inattentive? So if we can just chant like that without any diversion, that is, I think, that will be more than enough for us. If you can just do that. 16 rounds. Once a devotee asked Prabhupada, how can we distribute more books? Prabhupada, you want to know the secret? Everyone became happy. Yes, Prabhupada. They thought Prabhupada will tell them something secret, how to distribute more books. Prabhupada said, just chant 16 rounds in one go. Sit at one place, chant your 16 rounds in one go. If you're not able to sit, no problem, walk, stand. But 16 rounds in one go without any, without deviating your attention to anything else. Unless it is very important, genuine reason that we are not talking in general. So that is better chant. Thank you very much, devotees. Thank you, Samagavi Mataji. Thank you to all the devotees present here for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much for Thank you so much for wonderful class, Prabhuji. Let us pay obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas. Vancha
kalpatarupescha kripa sindhubhya cha
Patitana
bhavebhyo
pavanebhyo
vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
namo
namo
namaha.
Bhagavatam
Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please